Greetings. My name is Ron Kral, member of 4 of the 5 COSO sponsoring organizations, including Financial Executives International. Today I am introducing the control activities component of COSO's 2013 Internal Control Integrated Framework. Control activities appropriately rest in the middle of the framework. They are actions grounded in policies and procedures to mitigate risks toward the achievement of objectives. Words such as reviews, approvals, verifications, reconciliations, and access restrictions conjure up images of control activities. They are critical to all sizes and types of organizations in combating risks to accomplish objectives. Control activities are performed at all levels of the organization and can be preventive or detective in identifying unintended events. For example, a strong financial reporting preventative control will discover unintended events prior to the accounting transaction being completed, whereas a detective control identifies the problem afterwards. Control activities can be manual or automated through the organization's technology systems. For example, segregation of duties is ideally built into control activities to reduce the risk of error and fraudulent actions. These controls can be manual, such as the diverse structuring of people-related duties, or automated through application access controls. Organizations should have a healthy balance of preventive and detective controls of both a manual and automated nature. The framework's control activity component consists of 3 principles pertaining to the selection and development of control activities, general control activities over technology, and the deployment of control activities through policies and procedures. While it is beyond the scope of this introduction to discuss the details of these 3 principles, I encourage all directors, executives, managers, control owners, and auditors to grasp all of the framework principles. We must also keep in mind that control should not be viewed as static, but rather dynamic and ever-changing to keep pace with the changing risks and objectives. Each of these 3 principles should be frequently evaluated as an organization grows and evolves. Another important concept to keep in mind is that the framework does not prescribe a set of control activities. There is no control checklist or one-size-fits-all mentality to the framework. While there are plenty of control examples throughout the framework, as well as the COSO compendium pertaining to external financial reporting, it is up to an organization's board and management team to decide what is appropriate. Back to the segregation of duties example, it may not be practical, cost-effective, or feasible for smaller organizations to assign the functions of initiating, recording, and approving transactions or reconciling account balances to different employees within a single department. The initial absence of segregation of duty likely means that there is a heightened risk to the organization that should be addressed through creative alternatives, such as utilizing employees from other departments for recording or reconciling activities. Remember that control activities, as is true with all of the 5 framework components and relevant principles, should be present and functioning for all important operating, reporting, and compliance objectives. Simply put, present and functioning respectfully means that people and systems know what to do and then perform as intended per adopted policies and procedures. The absence or poor design of a control or failure in the operating effectiveness of a control needs to be addressed. In conclusion, control activities are actions to manage the achievement of objectives and thus central to the process of internal control. They represent the core of COSO's Internal Control Integrated Framework. Thank you for your commitment towards effective controls as demonstrated by your participation in the COSO certification program. Good day.